Good morning, Judy here from Thistledew Creations. I know a lot of you probably are watching treasure books on YouTube, Natasha, and I watched her video the other day where she did the pages that are folded in four and open up and you stack them up, and I wanted to try it, so I thought I would just do it in a video. And I had some signatures set aside in my office, so I just grabbed one of them and I thought I would use it to do the project. So I was starting off with the biggest piece like she did, which is a placemat that I got at the Dollarama, I believe it was. It was the last package of them and I picked them up. So I've already got it folded this way to be a part like the journal cover, but I can refold it. So I thought I would fold it in four like she had done. Make it as big as possible is my goal. And these don't have to be big, but I just thought for starters, I would do it this way. So I've got my corners lined up and I'll crease that. And she said it's very important to have your edges really well worked. So work them in each direction with your bone folder or the handle of your scissors. And then you're also going to fold it again in half. Both sides. And I'm going to fold it back the other way because it just needs to fold easily for you when you're opening and closing it. I think is the idea. So I'm going to leave it with the cutlery facing out, maybe the handles facing out like that. Actually, no, I think it was to be like this, so that the closed edge is at the top and it opens like this. So then I guess the idea is then that you could, if you wanted to, you could decorate the white side, or it can be journaling spot. I would probably want to at least ink it and stencil on it. But right now I'm just concerned about constructing the book and seeing how it goes together. So I know that that is the first step. And then you get your pages gradually smaller. So I'm just looking for sort of the next biggest size, which would probably be this one. I like the way they coordinate. So it's already folded one direction. And then folded back the other direction. Actually, it might not be quite as big as I would like it to be for this project, but I'm just going to see how it turns out. And again, that will stack on top like that. And I might have to leave this one out because I don't really want to fold it the other way. I can use this piece of graph paper that's been coffee dyed. And I know that some of these pages are going to have to be cut down if I want that graduated stepped look. This one, again, has already been folded. I will refold it. Actually, this one I don't mind tearing a piece off and folding it from there.
And
that's going to get cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I won't cut it yet. I won't cut it yet. And then this is another 8.5 by 11. Just fold it the same way. I'm liking the different colors that I'm using together. Obviously, I already put them together to be a signature, so I've already kind of got a coordinated set. I actually like that better than that one. I would rather not cut this one down too much. Maybe I'll cut this one down instead. I'm going to use my ripple scissors. These ones I got from my sister on Friday, and they cut like a soft zigzag, not a pointy one. So that's really cute. And then this one, I'm going to leave the square edge here and just cut another square edge at the bottom here. Let's see what else I've got. I've got a piece of parchment. That may be what I'll do with it. Is use maybe like a quarter sheet of it. Fold it. Maybe I'll use a piece that doesn't have a crease in it already. It'll be easier to get it to cooperate. And that might need to be cut down a little bit as well. And then I think I need something heavier for the very top just to keep that all down, and also the creasing will help with that. So let's see what else I've got that might be heavier to be the top one. Well, I've got this handmade paper out of a photo album book. I think it was like something from vacation land somewhere. So I'm going to cut into it here and get a quarter of that sheet. And it was sewn onto this blue sheet, which I don't really need. And so I want it smaller than this. So I'm going to cut this folded over part off. And I think I'll cut it this way too. Just a little bit. Now I'll fold that in quarters. And that should be, again, a little bit smaller than that one. And let's just see how this all goes together. Probably should spend a whole bunch of time creasing it to make sure that it folds and unfolds well. I do also want to fix up these edges that aren't quite right. So I'm going to use these. This is a nice thick paper. Just with these, I always be careful to line up my pattern again when I reposition the scissors so that you get the pattern continuing along the edge. Okay, so this is almost too short. So maybe I'll just center it up in here. I could almost use one more, but I don't think I have any more of the right kind of paper anyway that's big enough, and I don't want to make this smaller. So maybe what I'll do instead, she had them all different ways. She had them centered, getting smaller this way. She had them all down in one corner. I think I want to do mine all up in this corner. I think. So I guess you glue down one side of the paper, wherever you want to orient them. I'm going to leave a little border top and side. I'm going to just try to press that down a little bit. Gosh, it's getting windy. I don't know if you can hear that. Wind whistling through my windows. And then this one, I'm going to leave the crisp edges because some of them have the coffee dyed accent on them, and I want that showing. I'm just using glue stick right now so that if I want to take this apart, I have a chance at it. So that is a much tighter fit, so I'm going to do a much smaller border there because I want this to show. I'm not worried that this is wider than this, but I wanted to keep it sort of even up here. And then this one I'm not 100% sure about, but I think I'm going to use it anyway. Just a piece of coffee dyed graph paper. If I can find the video again, I think I sent it to myself so I wouldn't lose it. I will link it down below so you can see it. See hers. Normally I would try it before I do a video, but I thought today I'm just going to do the video and see how it goes. If it totally turns out, you won't see this video, but hopefully it'll turn out decent, and I'll go ahead and post it and link hers, and we'll all be happy to have shared this craft. I just love the concept of this. I love a scrappy notebook. And this isn't quite as scrappy, but it's just interesting. And then the parchment paper, which I'm not sure how it's going to glue, but we'll try it. And those edges are pretty straight for my liking, but I'm going to leave them. Same with these. And then if this works out, I'll decorate the front with something pretty on the front of this little piece. So the idea, if you haven't seen her video, is that you can open. And I think you're supposed to be able to open this without closing that back up. And keep going and going. And going. I think I would prefer to close them back up, but I don't think you really have to. And the pages are getting bigger and bigger. So you can, like I say, you can have two-sided paper, you can decorate this paper, or it can just be writing spot. And then when you're closing it back up, you've got all that area that can be either decorated or written on, or photos put on to make like a little scrapbook. It would be great for baby picture, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for instance. And you could do more layers all the way through school and on up. So it would be awesome as a baby book. And even though there's more to write when they're little, it seems like we want to write down every little detail when they're a baby, and fewer details get written down and taken care of or kept track of when they're older. But maybe that should change. Maybe we should look more at what they're doing with their lives when they're all grown up. So I do need something heavier to hold that down. So I'm definitely going to need to decorate this with something heavy. And I've got something here that could work, but it's the wrong color. So this is actually like a fridge magnet, and the magnet came off of it. So it could be something like that, weighted, that's not even paper related, to hold everything closed when it's laying flat. So I'll find something that's the right color. That's not terrible, but I'll find something that's the right tones and do something like that. But I hope you enjoyed seeing my version of Natasha's, I don't know, she didn't really decide what to call it yet. Someone called it the flippy thing. But it's certainly unique, and I'm really happy to have had a chance to try it, and I think there's many more of them in my future. So if you like seeing little ideas like this, do follow my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and most of all, have a great day. Thanks for watching.